Good day, everybody. It's August 30th, and we are knocking on the door of September. So going into September, I just want to give a quick overview of the crypto market. I know it's been a minute. Kind of just had to wait and see how some things would play out and get some confirmations on the price action. But I definitely just wanted to get this video out there really quick to bring everybody up to speed on what's going on in the market and what to expect within the next 24 hours, within the next week to 2 weeks as well. All right, so stick around. All right, everybody, welcome to another crypto market update. Sorry for the wait. This one is geared towards the trading solutions team. We're going to be looking at some of the main ones really quick that we've been following for the past couple of months. To start off with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been moving up in this channel that we have boxed in with the red trend lines, and we see that it has completed the 5-wave pattern. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it is now in the process of an ABC correction. So we had our A wave down, our B wave up, and we are in the process of the C wave currently. Now, the rest of the cryptos, it hasn't been so clear in terms of the wave count. I did not expect this 5th wave on Bitcoin to be so shallow. I did expect it to go a bit higher, so I had to wait for some confirmations to see if this was indeed the top of the 5th wave and to confirm that we were in the ABC correction. So that's Bitcoin. Ethereum, even more so, not so clear as to what's going on with Ethereum. It almost looks like just one continuous wave up. Honestly, it's hard to say where this is right now, and we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out right here. Right now it's stuck between this level of support and this level of resistance, and there is somewhat of a wedge going on right here. But again, we just need a bit more information to confirm. A lot of the cryptos have stepped out of the overall generic trend, and have even more so, the price movement has become individualized to each particular crypto. When we do look at Litecoin, we see that wave 1, wave 2 correction, wave 3, wave 4 correction, and wave 5 just barely broke above the high of wave 3. Wave 5 right here before starting the A, B, C correction. So right now, just like Bitcoin, we are in the wave C correction, and this red trend line is our measuring stick, because it's often typical that the C wave could be the length of the A wave. So I measured the A wave with this trend line, and now I'm just going to drag it down here, place it at the top of the B wave, and we'll see if indeed the C wave extends to the length of equal travel in relation to the A wave. So that would take Litecoin roughly down to the 155.50 range, somewhere right around here, just above this support level. If we pull a fib on that real quick, that would bring us to just around the 38.2. Okay. Moving onward, I will admit that I have yet to come to a conclusion as to where we are with Ethereum Classic and Dogecoin. Based on some deeper study of the wave theory and some deeper understanding, it is still a bit hard to give a clear answer as to what's going on. But I do think, that for right now, the best way to probably look at it is wave 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, a very, very shallow wave 5 that hasn't even come to equal heights of wave 3, and then again the ABC correction. Now, for Dogecoin and Ethereum Classic, we will have to see if this level of support is broken, and what price does to confirm this wave count. With Dogecoin, I was even looking at the possibility of this just being a wave 4 correction, and there being a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and possibly this being the start of a wave 5. But I think that's more so the unlikely case. So we kind of just have to wait and see how this plays out. In terms of Shiba and Akita, I do think that both of these are in prime buying locations, and they have retraced down to the 786 level. If you pull it from this low, just beneath the 618. But I believe Shiba and Akita, we've seen the most pullback out of these two coins. So I believe that we'll see a bounce from these levels, the 786 on either of these. Moving on to XRP. Again, was tricky because we were expecting, or I was expecting, definite more movement out of the wave 5. So wave 1, 2, 3, wave 4 pullback, very underwhelming wave 5, and then again the A, B, C. Now it's confusing with this B wave, because this is kind of forming into more of a wedge pattern. If we look at it like this, we're seeing more of a wedge pattern kind of form. Just use trend lines to do it. Okay. Seeing more of a wedge form, so we'll have to see if within the next 24 hours, if price gets rejected from this level, comes down to this level of support, and see if it breaks. So it's currently what we're looking at on XRP, but I do think that we're still in a sell for the short term. So I do think that this is still trending down a bit. Cardano. Cardano is a tricky one as well, but I definitely think that we have our wave 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, and again the A, B, C correction. Again, we have the measuring stick, which is equal length for wave A, placed from the top of wave B to measure the possible length of wave C. So while this does look like a potential breakout, if we were to measure, look at these highs, and price is just sitting right beneath here, I do think that this is gonna push down to this previous support level, which is actually the previous all-time high. So I think price at the very least will come down to this level before we begin our next rally higher. XLM, Stellar. Stellar, I didn't plug in any waves on it, but if I were to do it really quickly, it's kind of messy. And you don't just want to look at, everything with the same eye. But if we did, that would be our wave 5 pattern, and then a very, very weird correction with the A. Sorry, redo that. With the A, B, and then C. So that's what we're looking at. And potentially this C wave could break this floor right here at this 38.2 and drop down to this 50% retracement right on this strong level of support. So that's pretty much what we're looking at in the crypto markets. We are in a pullback. How far the pullback will be, we don't know. We got a lot of these wedge patterns being formed, so we just have to see if the support levels of the wedge holds. And when I say that, I'm referring to this right here. If this floor at the bottom of this purple highlight holds, or if price breaks and moves down to the previous strong levels of support, which would be this blue highlighted area. So we could see price break and extend down to here before starting a move back up. So looking at a possible 13% drop before it moves up. So definitely the potential to, get some gains over the market by selling up here, and if it does drop, buying back. Even with Cardano currently looking at about 12%. So in the ballpark, if it is a shallow retracement of getting about 12 to 15%, if Cardano, for instance, breaks the support and comes down to this next level of support, you're looking more around 20%. So that's the potential that we got going on right now. Dogecoin. I know this is a very messy chart, but indeed, if Dogecoin does break this trend line right here, change the color on it, does break this orange trend line, it could potentially come down to this outer trend line, which would be a level of support, generally speaking. This one, make it a bit bigger. This one. So we're looking at 13%. And then if we put that fib on it just to see where that would take us, that would take us right in that golden zone area. So we're definitely lining up for the end of the retracement to finish up pretty soon, because we're already a bit of the way through it. Took a minute to confirmed that it was indeed in a pullback. But we're close to the end of it, and price, I would assume, tomorrow being Monday, we could see the end of this pullback this week, and then maybe by weekend or next week, price start going back up again. So just have to wait and see. And then it does hinge on the major ones like Bitcoin to see how steep this retracement will be and when this starts moving back up, because these bigger coins help to give momentum. So enjoy, guys.